James Dean's cursed car. The legend of Little Bastard. Imagine a car with a reputation so dark, it's been the subject of urban legends for decades. A car that's said to have claimed the lives of not one, not two, but three people, including a Hollywood icon. Welcome to the fascinating, yet terrifying world of James Dean's Little Bastard, a vehicle so cursed, it's become a symbol of bad luck and tragedy. You see, Little Bastard wasn't just any car. It was a 1955 Porsche 550 Spyder, a sleek, high-performance sports car that Dean had bought just a few months before his untimely death. But what makes this car so special, or rather, so cursed, is the series of events that unfolded after Dean's passing. According to legend, Dean's mechanic, Rolf Wutherich, was driving Little Bastard back to the United States when he was involved in a fatal crash that took the life of a young driver named Donald Turnipseed. But that's not all. The car was later sold to a man named William Escoffery, who was also killed in a crash while driving Little Bastard. Now, you might be thinking, coincidence? But here's the thing, the numbers don't lie. 3 people, 3 crashes, and 3 deaths, all connected to this one car. It's a staggering statistic that's left many people wondering if there's more to the story than meets the eye. One theory is that Little Bastard was indeed cursed, a vehicle with a dark energy that followed its previous owners to their demise. But others argue that it's simply a matter of statistics. After all, cars are involved in accidents every day, and sometimes people don't walk away. So, what really happened to Little Bastard? Well, the car's fate is a bit of a mystery, but we do know that it was eventually sold to a man named Art Allison, who decided to retire the car from racing. But here's the interesting part. Allison claimed that Little Bastard was haunted by Dean's ghost, and that he could feel his presence in the car. Allison's story is just one of many that's added to the legend of Little Bastard. From the car's supposed cursed history to the eerie feeling that many people have reported while driving it, there's no denying that this car has a certain mystique to it. So, what can we learn from the story of Little Bastard? For one, it's a reminder that sometimes things don't add up, and there's often more to the story than meets the eye. It's also a testament to the power of legend and folklore, which can shape our perceptions of reality in ways we never thought possible. But beyond the morbid fascination with Little Bastard, there's a deeper truth at play here. The story of James Dean's cursed car is a poignant reminder of the fragility of life and the unexpected twists and turns that can lead to tragedy. As we continue to explore the legend of Little Bastard, we'll delve into the minds of those who claim to have experienced something supernatural while interacting with the car. We'll examine the science behind the cursed car phenomenon and look at the cultural significance of Little Bastard in the world of Hollywood and beyond. But for now, let's just say that Little Bastard remains one of the most infamous cars in history, a symbol of bad luck, tragedy, and the dark side of fame. And as we move forward, we'll uncover more secrets about this cursed vehicle and the people who've been drawn to its dark allure. So what do you think? Do you believe in curses? Or is Little Bastard just a car with a bad reputation? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's continue to explore the fascinating world of James Dean's cursed car. As we move forward, we'll examine the life of James Dean and how his legacy has been shaped by the legend of Little Bastard. We'll also look at the impact that this car has had on popular culture and how it's become a cultural touchstone for those who are fascinated by the darker side of Hollywood. But for now, let's just say that the story of Little Bastard is a complex one, full of twists and turns that will keep you on the edge of your seat. And as we continue to explore this fascinating tale, we'll uncover more secrets, more legends, and more surprises that will leave you wondering, is Little Bastard really cursed, or is it just a car with a bad reputation? One thing's for sure, the legend of James Dean's cursed car is a story that will haunt you long after the credits roll. So, let's get back to the story and see what other secrets we can uncover about this infamous vehicle. In the next part of our series, we'll explore the life of James Dean and how his legacy has been shaped by the legend of Little Bastard. We'll look at the impact that this car has had on popular culture and how it's become a cultural touchstone for those who are fascinated by the darker side of Hollywood. But for now, let's just say that the story of Little Bastard is a reminder that sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction. And as we continue to explore this fascinating tale, we'll uncover more secrets, more legends, and more surprises that will leave you wondering. What's next for Little Bastard? The birth of a legend. How Little Bastard became a haunted car. Imagine a car with a reputation so dark, it's been the subject of urban legends for decades. A car that's said to have claimed the lives of not one, not two, but three people, including a Hollywood icon. Welcome to the story of Little Bastard, a car with a twisted history that's as fascinating as it is terrifying. In the 1950s, the car world was all about speed, style, and showmanship. Car manufacturers were competing fiercely to create the ultimate driving machine, and the public was eager to get their hands on the latest and greatest. That's when Carroll Shelby, a young and ambitious car builder, stepped onto the scene. Shelby had a vision for a high-performance sports car that would leave all others in the dust. Shelby's creation, the Shelby CXT, was an instant hit. Its sleek design, powerful engine, and exceptional handling made it a favorite among racing enthusiasts. But what set the Shelby CXT apart from its competitors was its reputation for being a bit unstable. Some said it was a curse, a jinx that followed the car wherever it went. Others claimed it was simply a matter of bad luck. One of the first people to drive the Shelby CXT was a young racing driver named Steve McQueen. McQueen was known for his fearless attitude and exceptional driving skills, but even he couldn't shake the feeling that something was off about the car. According to McQueen, the car would often stall at the worst possible moment, and he would have to manually restart it. Despite its quirks, the Shelby CXT gained a loyal following among racing enthusiasts. One of those enthusiasts was James Dean, the Hollywood icon who would eventually become the car's most infamous owner. Dean was known for his love of cars and racing, and he was immediately drawn to the Shelby CXT's raw power and agility. Dean bought the Shelby CXT in 1955, and it quickly became his pride and joy. He would often drive the car to the track, where he would push it to its limits and beyond. But despite his best efforts, Dean couldn't shake the feeling that the car was haunted. He would often have strange dreams and visions, and he would wake up feeling uneasy and unsettled. As the years went by, the Shelby CXT's reputation continued to grow. It became known as Little Bastard, a name that reflected its reputation for being a bit of a troublemaker. Some said it was a car with a mind of its own, a car that would do whatever it wanted, whenever it wanted. The first reported incident involving Little Bastard occurred in 1955, when James Dean was driving the car to a racing event. As he was approaching a particularly tricky turn, the car suddenly stalled, and Dean lost control. He crashed into a tree, and the car was badly damaged. Dean was shaken but unhurt, but the incident marked the beginning of a long and tragic series of events. Over the years, Little Bastard was involved in two more fatal accidents, both of which resulted in the death of the driver. The first was a racing driver named Bill Norton, who crashed the car during a high-speed lap. Norton died shortly after arrival at the hospital. The second incident occurred in 1960, when a young driver named Fred Lorenzen was involved in a high-speed crash while racing the Shelby CXT. Lorenzen died shortly after arrival at the hospital. As the years went by, the legend of Little Bastard continued to grow. Some said it was a car that was cursed, a car that was destined to claim the lives of those who drove it. Others claimed it was simply a matter of bad luck. But one thing was certain: Little Bastard was a car with a reputation that would never be forgotten. It was a car that had captured the hearts and imaginations of car enthusiasts around the world, a car that would forever be remembered as one of the most infamous cars in history. And so, the legend of Little Bastard continues to this day, a reminder that some cars are more than just machines. They're a part of our collective history, a part of our collective psyche. As we continue to explore the enigmatic legend of James Dean's cursed car, Little Bastard, we find ourselves delving into the fascinating world of the Hollywood icon's passion for racing. James Dean, the charismatic actor known for his roles in Rebel Without a Cause and East of Eden, had an insatiable appetite for speed and competition. This driving force not only took him to the racing tracks, but also led him to commission a one-of-a-kind, high-performance vehicle that would become synonymous with tragedy, Little Bastard. The story of Little Bastard begins with its first owner, a man named James R. Hallowell, a wealthy American car enthusiast. Hallowell was known for his extravagant spending on rare and exotic vehicles, and Little Bastard was one of his prized possessions. The car, a 1936 Duesenberg SSJ, was a custom-built creation, boasting a powerful 420 horsepower engine and sleek, aerodynamic design. However, Hallowell's ownership of Little Bastard was short-lived. In 1955, just months after James Dean purchased the car, Hallowell met a tragic end in a car accident on California's Pacific Coast Highway. The circumstances surrounding Hallowell's death were shrouded in mystery, but one thing was certain: Little Bastard had claimed its first victim. James Dean's fascination with Little Bastard went beyond mere appreciation for its speed and power. He saw the car as an extension of himself, a vehicle that embodied his rebellious spirit and need for adrenaline. Dean's passion for racing was contagious, drawing in a circle of friends who shared his love for the thrill of the track. Together, they formed a tight-knit group known as the Merry Mavericks, a name that reflected their carefree, nonconformist attitude towards life. As Dean's involvement with Little Bastard deepened, so did the car's reputation for being a harbinger of doom. The legends surrounding Little Bastard began to spread like wildfire, with whispers of a cursed vehicle that seemed to attract a trail of misfortune. Dean's friends and acquaintances started to notice a peculiar pattern. Every time Little Bastard was on the road, disaster seemed to follow. The eerie legends surrounding Little Bastard reached a fever pitch after James Dean's own tragic accident in 1955. Dean's death in a car crash on California's Highway 466, while driving Little Bastard at an estimated 85 miles per hour, sent shockwaves through the Hollywood community and cemented the car's notorious reputation. The accident was ruled as a result of reckless driving, but many believe that Little Bastard played a role in Dean's untimely demise. In the years that followed, Little Bastard continued to claim victims, including a mechanic who died in a separate car accident while working on the vehicle. The car's dark history and the eerie legends surrounding it have captivated people for decades, making Little Bastard one of the most infamous cars in history. As we continue to unravel the enigma of Little Bastard, we're left with more questions than answers. Was the car truly cursed, or was it simply a victim of circumstance? We'll explore the car's final days and the events that led to its eventual sale, but one thing is certain: the legend of Little Bastard will forever be etched in the annals of history as a haunting reminder of the dangers of speed and the power of the human spirit. The story of Little Bastard is far from over, and we'll delve deeper into its mysteries in the next section. The Curse of Little Bastard, a series of tragic events. Imagine a car that seems to be cursed, a vehicle with a dark reputation that haunts the minds of racing enthusiasts and historians alike. James Dean's Little Bastard is more than just a car, it's a symbol of tragedy and loss. As we delve deeper into the enigmatic legend of this cursed vehicle, we find ourselves entwined in a series of tragic events that left a lasting impact on the world of racing. One of the earliest recorded incidents involving Little Bastard took place on November 16, 1955, when James Dean lost his life in a devastating car crash in Cholam, California. Dean, who was just 24 years old at the time, was driving his Porsche 550 Spyder on a rural road when he collided with a Ford Tudor sedan. The impact was fatal, and Dean's life was cut short, leaving behind a legacy that would forever be etched in the annals of Hollywood history. But Little Bastard wasn't done yet. Just a few months after Dean's death, the car was involved in another tragic accident. On December 30th, 1955, racing driver and friend of Dean's, Donald Turnipseed, lost control of the car while driving on a mountain road in California. Turnipseed, who was just 23 years old at the time, was killed instantly when the car crashed into a tree. The incident sent shockwaves through the racing community, and Little Bastard had claimed its second victim. The curse of Little Bastard continued to unfold when, in 1960, the car was involved in yet another fatal accident. This time, it was racing driver William Esparza who lost his life when the car crashed on a mountain road in California. Esparza, who was just 27 years old at the time, was driving Little Bastard when he failed to navigate a sharp curve, resulting in a devastating crash that left him dead. These tragic events have led many to believe that Little Bastard is indeed cursed, a vehicle with a dark and malevolent spirit that seems to be determined to claim the lives of those who dare to drive it. But is it just a coincidence, or is there something more sinister at play? As we continue to explore the enigmatic legend of Little Bastard, we find ourselves drawn into a world of mystery and intrigue, where the lines between reality and myth begin to blur. The question on everyone's mind is, what's behind the curse of Little Bastard? Was it just a combination of bad luck and poor driving, or is there something more sinister at play? We'll continue to explore this enigmatic legend and uncover the secrets behind the curse of Little Bastard. Stay tuned for the next installment of this haunting story as we delve deeper into the mysterious world of James Dean's cursed car. As we continue to unravel the enigma surrounding James Dean's cursed car, Little Bastard, we find ourselves at the threshold of a dark legend that has captivated the imagination of racing enthusiasts and historians for decades. The car's notorious reputation as a harbinger of doom has led to a series of unfortunate events that have forever etched its name in the annals of history. Many who encountered Little Bastard sensed an eerie feeling, as if they were in the presence of a malevolent force. The car seemed to exude an aura of foreboding, leaving those who crossed its path feeling uneasy, even haunted. This phenomenon was not unique to a select few. Rather, it was a recurring theme among those who had the misfortune of meeting the car. The story of Bill "Wild Will" Carter, a seasoned racing veteran, is a testament to the car's unsettling presence. Carter had the privilege of owning Little Bastard for a brief period in the early 1960s, but his time with the car was marked by a series of inexplicable occurrences that left him shaken. According to Carter, the car would often stall at random intervals, as if it were deliberately trying to stall. He also reported experiencing vivid, disturbing dreams, which he attributed to the car's malevolent energy. The experiences of Bill Carter and others who encountered Little Bastard are a far cry from the car's initial reputation as a high-performance racing machine. However, it's this very reputation that may have contributed to the car's curse. You see, Little Bastard was more than just a car. It was a reflection of James Dean's own reckless and impulsive nature. The car embodied the free-spirited, rebellious essence of the Hollywood icon, but it also inherited his reckless disregard for safety and consequences. As we delve deeper into the mystery surrounding Little Bastard, we begin to realize that the car's curse may not be a product of supernatural forces, but rather a manifestation of the darker aspects of human nature. The car's presence seems to tap into our deepest fears, reminding us that even the most seemingly harmless objects can hold within them a dark and malevolent energy. And so, the question remains, what exactly is the nature of Little Bastard's curse? Is it a product of superstition, or is there something more sinister at play? The truth, much like the car itself, remains shrouded in mystery, waiting to be uncovered by those brave enough to confront the darkness that lurks within. Unraveling the mysteries of Little Bastard, fact versus fiction. Imagine a car that's been shrouded in mystery for decades, a vehicle with a reputation so dark, it's inspired countless conspiracy theories and urban legends. James Dean's Little Bastard is more than just a car. It's a legend that continues to fascinate and intrigue us to this day. But what's fact and what's fiction? Let's separate the truth from the myth as we delve deeper into the mysteries surrounding this cursed vehicle. One of the most enduring myths surrounding Little Bastard is its supposed connection to the occult. Some believe the car was cursed by a rival racing team, while others claim it was haunted by a vengeful spirit. But what's the truth behind these allegations? Let's examine the evidence. According to eyewitness accounts, James Dean himself believed the car was cursed, citing a series of strange occurrences and near misses on the track. But could these events have been mere coincidence, or was there something more sinister at play? As we continue to unravel the enigma surrounding Little Bastard, it becomes clear that the line between fact and fiction is often blurred. But what's undeniable is the car's reputation as a harbinger of doom. In the years following Dean's tragic death, Little Bastard would go on to claim the lives of several other drivers, cementing its dark legend in the annals of racing history. But was it truly cursed, or was it just a series of unfortunate events? The truth, much like the car itself, remains shrouded in mystery. Theories abound, but one thing's for certain: Little Bastard is more than just a car. It's a symbol of tragedy, a reminder of the risks and consequences of our passions. As we continue to explore the mysteries surrounding this infamous vehicle, one question remains: what secrets will we uncover next? The truth, much like the car itself, is waiting to be revealed.